What's up, everybody? Welcome to Friday. It's finally here. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I've had a busy day all day long. I mean, between the product shoots and everything else that we're doing, it's just been crazy. Apart from the gym and everything else I got, and then all the additional things, like things with my daughters or whatever the case is, taking my daughters to school, and then my new grandson. Everything's been off tilt a little, so but we're pushing forward. As you can tell from the topic today, we're going to be talking about cultivating a community. Cultivating a community is big. And I'm learning that. I'm learning that here through YouTube. I never really focus on building a community outside of our clients. I never focus past the horizon of, getting a contract, having a client come in, and then working for that client, and then, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. And it took someone else showing me how to build a community, how to effectively reach out, and then how to keep a customer coming, how to keep a client coming back to you. And, I don't know why, but I had these blinders on my eyes, and I wasn't seeing, the other day, someone reached out to me, and she was a quinceañera that we did years ago. And then we did her senior shoot. And then now she's graduating college, and she is getting her real estate license. So she reached out to me. She's like, hey, you know what? It's me again. I need professional photos for my real estate company that I'm doing. And I'm like, yeah, we got you. And I text back, and then she's like, can you believe this? I feel like you've been part of the family this whole time. I didn't say this, and I'm not fibbing or making any of this up. She's like, I feel like you've been part of my life this whole time, from my quinceañera to graduation to now this graduation. And then next, we were joking around. I was like, well, next thing is your wedding, and then babies, and then this and that. But like I said, I didn't really focus on cultivating a community, even though it was already happening. It was happening organically. And that's what we need to do here on YouTube. In that same theory, you have to cultivate the community. If you see someone commenting on your videos and it's the same person, reach out to that person. Be like, hey, you know what? I saw that you commented on my videos a couple of times. What do you do? What's your handle? I always ask everybody, drop your handles. Send me your channels. Let me go and check and see what you are all about. I do get a lot of comments from people that have, those fake profiles and stuff like that. But at least I go and I try to make an attempt to welcome them into my community. Right now, I'm reestablishing everything on my YouTube channel to be more welcoming. So if I see people that are in there that are brand new, I want to send them a little, say, hey, you know what? Welcome to my channel, blah, 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 this and that, be more welcoming. But then I started thinking, okay, you know what? I got to incorporate that into my business, my photography business. So I reset everything. Before we would have like little email reminders and stuff like that, but I'm building a CRM that allows me to keep track of everybody and then send out invites. So when we have our new, mini sessions or senior sessions, I shoot those out to those clients, kind of like a reward saying, hey, you know what? Come with us. You've already did a quinceañera or a wedding. Let's do this. And a little discount and stuff like that. But that's cultivating a community. And I kicked myself in the rear that I wasn't doing that before or focusing on that before. But I'm doing that now. And that's what matters. When you're faced with the mistake that you made or you miss the opportunity, the first thing you got to do is be like, oh, well, or you can be, you know what? I dropped the ball on that. Let me fix it. Going forward, I'm going to do this. And so it takes that, oh, you know what? I made a mistake. This is, what happened. This is what could have been better. And then fix that. I follow some people that are pretty big on social media, and they've had these bumps in the roads. And I'll send them, little words of thought, and I'll be like, hey, you know what, I'm praying for you. I hope everything goes out all right. I'm glad you're back on the horse, and I'm glad you're back out there. And I try to lift them up and just move forward. I'm like, hey, you know what, you've been an inspiration to me. I'm glad you're back on here and you're going full throttle. And I'll get some responses back like, hey, you know what, I appreciate you. I got to start doing that more. I got to start doing that for the people that are reaching out, or people that have recommended my photography business to other people. I got to thank those people. And I don't think, we were thanking them. I would send them out little text message and be like, hey, you know what, thank you for doing that. But can I kick that up a notch? Yeah, I can kick it up a notch. My other friends, when they do their booking and stuff like that, they'll give them a bottle of wine and all this stuff. I mean, they're in a different market than I am, a higher price market, so they're able to afford those things. And I'm not saying I won't be able to do that. I just can't do that right now. But I'm the kind of person that, like with my kids, they'll create little things like this. Sorry, the little foot fell off. This little thing, I know I showed it on here the other day. But these things are invaluable to me. I mean, I'm sorry, not invaluable. I don't know if that's the right word, but they're precious. They're more, they mean more to me than someone buying me something. So maybe I could do that. Maybe I could write something. Maybe I can send them something that I've made personally, just to thank them. Who knows? Maybe they do want some money or whatever the case is, but I'm going to try more. That's the whole purpose. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because here on YouTube, it's made me realize how to work all the other apps. And I'm glad I came over to YouTube. I was scared. I still get a little nervous every now and then and stuff like that, but not as bad as my previous videos. I'm able to communicate more effectively. I'm able to hold a conversation. But anyways, coming from like TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff, those things are like instantaneous, like boom, 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 and then they're gone, this and that. You get all these views and this and that, and then they'll never come back. You'll be lost in a TikTok feed, or, there's no developing, there's no community engagement. There's no anything farther than a like and whatever. Here on YouTube, it's different. You'll get someone like your video. On the shorts, that's completely different. And I understand that. The shorts, it's all hit just boom, 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 boom. So they'll just like it and then, whatever. But like these videos, they're more in depth. They're more showing who you are. They're more relaying your stories. They're more of a community. So when I see other people come to YouTube now, and I'm talking about like my competitors and stuff like that, or people in the same niche as me, they'll step into YouTube looking for instant gratification or something instant. And they'll put the same stuff that they did on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that, and then just continue to just pile that. Not realizing that, where they're coming from, they may have 200, 300,000 followers on Instagram, but it was all paid. It was all boosted. It was all engagements from, dropping dollars on it. And I'm not knocking that. If they had the bags for it, hey, great. But the point is, you can't expect that you're going to get the same thing on Instagram on YouTube, or the same thing on TikTok on YouTube. Here, you got to work for it. Here, you got to work for every single thing that comes. I mean, the likes are hard. The views are harder. But if you continue coming on every time, or maybe not every day, but at least once a week, and you keep showing up, and people will start to like who you are, or they won't like who you are, whatever. Somebody's always going to mesh with you. Someone's always going to click with how you are, and it starts to build. Sometimes it takes a little longer. And, I'll see the competitors come in, and then they'll drop 10, 20 shorts in a month, use their best stuff that was performing on other channel or other platforms and try to do the same thing. You know, they'll just take the same piece of content and put it here because they had like 50 or 60 million on another app, thinking they're going to do the same. But they're forgetting that the money that they put into to boost that reel or to boost their audience and stuff like that, it's a different platform. They don't play that here. I mean, you could put money on your YouTube and stuff like that. You could push your videos, but that's not cultivating a community. That's just paying for likes and views. You know, that's like pay to participate. Same thing with people that have like the marketing things. I'm not knocking those. I just don't think it's that same interaction. Still not that same cultivating a community or your client base. I understand when people break off and they have, you know, different things that they could pass on to these people so they can help, so they could free up time. But that comes down to time management. How are you spending your time? Let's be honest. If I could do all that I do in one day without having any kind of assistance or anything like that from anybody else, why can't somebody else? I don't know. That's just the way I think. I may be wrong. You could drop a comment in there. Maybe one day, you know, I will have some kind of assistant trying to help out with stuff and I can push off. But when it's dealing with clients or dealing with people like a viewer, like you watching this video, why would I pay someone to acknowledge you watching this when I could just take a few moments out of my day, like you took a few moments out of your day to watch this? I could just drop a comment and say, hey, you know what? Thank you for watching this. Drop your handle. Let me go check you out. Instead of handing it to some kind of bot to do that. I don't know. That's just my rant for today. That's the way I think. And my whole mentality of the YouTube thing has changed. If you're looking to grow on social media, any kind of platform, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, any of them, it takes hard work. If you're looking for a community, it's easy to drop dime. You know, it's easy to drop cash on something and get something to go viral by paying for it, you know, or by using some other ulterior means to get people to like you. That doesn't build trust. It doesn't build a community. It doesn't build a good relationship on YouTube. I'm not saying everybody's gonna be my family on here tampoco. You know, I'm not saying, hey, you're my cousin now, you're my uncle or this and that. But it's a step up from viewing, you know, just stuff that's thrown out there. It's a step up when you start watching. Like, I like sitcoms. I love, and I'm pretty sure there's other people out there. You watching a series and you grow accustomed to these people. You're like, oh, I love that character and this and that, this and that. Then all of a sudden, like Walking Dead, you know, they smash that guy's head and you're like, no, and he's dead. And you're like, I'm not going to watch it anymore because that guy died. Or they just cut the series off. Like one of my favorite shows, The Good Doctor. I don't know if you watch that, drop a comment. Let me know if I'm not the only one. But man, I'm talking about an emotional roller coaster. Or This Is Us. You know, This Is Us would, man, I would go and hug my kids. I'd be like, I love you. Afterwards, I mean, I would be devastated at the end of the thing, you know, especially when that guy's dad died and stuff like that. I'm like, dang, man. And I would be crying, you know. That's cultivating the community. That's cultivating people to follow who you are and what you do. And that's what I want here. I don't want to die. I don't want to be like, hey, I'm dead, and then you guys go away. But I want to come on here and you see that little alert and be like, hey, you know what? There's a new video. And you come and watch it and you enjoy a few moments of your time with me. That's what I do. When I get those alerts from the people that I follow, I'm like, ooh, there's another one. And I'll go and I'll gobble it all up. Not all of them, but, you know, a majority of them. But I think when we start cultivating a community, we start seeing the results that we want. And if you're looking for some kind of instant results, You're not going to find it here. It takes time. It takes a long time. It's still taking time on mine. I'm not saying I get like 1 million views and stuff like that. On shorts, yeah, because that stuff's easy. Instant gratification for the viewer. On this, I got to keep coming on here. Whether something good comes out of it or not, at least, like I said, it's therapeutic. And it's making me change my mindset on how to run my business with everything. It's allowing me to step away from a lot of stuff too that was negative in my life and focused on me, focus on this. It's opened up the doors to the brands. It's opened up doors to other people. I'm going to be going on someone else's podcast. I got invited to go and talk on there. It's daily growth. It's hard work, but better results. If you're looking to grow, this is where you're going to do it. And even though it's very tempting to go and pay for an audience so you can get that little plaque on the wall like other people, mine I didn't pay for. I worked hard for everything on this channel, and I'm proud of that. But if you're looking for some kind of gratification and stuff like that, that's not going to happen here. Even the next step, I'm pushing for that 200,000 mark. I'm pushing for that. And I'm not even realizing how many of the views that we have, which was tons. My main focus now is on these long forms. It doesn't matter how many views I have on the shorts because, like I said, that's just instant. What I want are the people to watch these videos, to grow, to keep coming back, to drop comments, to like these things. Just be part of the family, like my long distance ugly cousin or something. Anyways, I got to get back to what I was doing today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And if this is the first time that you're watching this channel is all about growth. This channel is just raw, pure, and we just talk. We just conversate and we move forward. We talk about different things. And anything I put out there, it's mainly for me first. So when I go back and I watch this, 5 years from now, I'll be like, hey, you know what? I made sense. Or, hey, you know what? That guy was stupid. Whatever the case is. But work hard. Don't take easy routes. It's just like the gym. The best way for you to lose weight is to be in that gym. Nothing else. The best way to lose weight is to cut back on bad foods. Lift weights. Push yourself. On here, if 5 people like your video, push yourself on the next one. Make things better. Be better. And then focus on your growth. And then you'll build. So I hope that was for you. If it was, awesome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of my journey. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Like I said, drop your handle. I'll go and watch your stuff. Let's grow together and just keep getting more and more awesome every day. So thank you very much, and you have a good weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Deuces.